Seeing a check engine light related to the evaporative emission system usually makes people groan because it feels like a ghost town. But if you are pulling code P0467, we can narrow it down significantly. This code translates to Purge Flow Sensor Circuit Low. While this is a generic OBD2 code, we see it pop up quite a bit on European makes like Mercedes-Benz, though it can happen to any modern car. To understand this, you have to know what the Purge Flow Sensor, or PFS, actually does. Your car has a charcoal canister that traps gasoline vapors from the tank so they do not escape into the atmosphere. The engine eventually sucks these vapors in to burn them off. The Purge Flow Sensor is basically the monitor that tells the engine computer exactly how much pressure and vapor flow is entering the intake. The computer uses this voltage signal to adjust the fuel injectors, because those vapors are extra fuel. If the computer sees the voltage signal from the sensor drop too low, usually below 0.3 volts for a set amount of time, it triggers this code. It thinks the sensor is shorted out or dead. Now, is this severe? Well, your car will not explode, and it will likely keep running, but you might notice a drop in fuel economy because the computer is flying blind regarding those extra vapors. Plus, you will definitely fail an emissions inspection. When you start troubleshooting, do not just buy a new sensor immediately. Start with a search for technical service bulletins. Sometimes the manufacturer has issued a software update for the computer that fixes a glitch causing this code. If there are no updates, you need to find the sensor. It is usually near the fuel tank on the charcoal canister, or sometimes up by the fuel pump. The first thing you do is a visual inspection of the connector. You are looking for corrosion. If you see green crust on the pins, that is your problem right there. Clean it with contact cleaner and a plastic brush. If the connector looks brand new, grab your digital voltmeter. You need to verify that the sensor is getting power. With the key on and the engine off, check the power and ground wires at the connector. You should typically see a solid 5 volt or 12 volt reference, depending on the car. If you have good power and ground going to the sensor, but the signal wire reading is dead or stays low when it should be active, then you likely have a failed sensor. But be thorough with that wiring check. A pinched wire touching the frame can short the signal to the ground and trick the computer into thinking the sensor is bad when the sensor is actually fine. It's all about isolating the variable.